A group of element of same kind is called a set. So A union B union C is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Null set means a set having no elements. Commutative law, associative laws, distributive laws and De Morgan's law. A collection of well-defined object of the same kind is called a set. Hello everyone, I am Pragati, Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce and Business Administration, Vidyashram First Grade College, Mysuru. Today I am here to teach revision for quantitative techniques for final year BCom. Before that, we will know what is your syllabus. You have 5 units: set theory, permutation and combination, probabilities, theoretical distribution and sampling. First 4 units are problem oriented. And the last unit, that is sampling, it is theory oriented. Now we will know what exactly your question paper pattern is. You have 3 parts in your question paper. Part A, Part B and Part C. In Part A, there are 6 questions. Out of 6 questions, you need to answer for 4 questions. So, each question carries for 10 marks. So, 10 into 4 is 40 marks. In Part A, you will get 40 marks. And in Part B, there are 6 questions. Out of 6 questions, you need to answer for 4 questions. Each question carries 5 marks. 4 into 5 is 20 marks. In Part B, you will get 20 marks. Then Part C, you have 15 questions. Out of 15 questions, you need to answer for 10 questions. Each question carries 2 marks. So 10 into 2 is 20 marks. Total it is 80 marks. In today's session, I am going to discuss about the first unit, that is set theory. What do you mean by set? A group of element of same kind is called a set. Group of element of same kind is called as set. Set can be defined as a collection of well-defined object of the same kind is called a set. Examples of sets are set of students in a class, set of books in a library, set of fruits in a shop, etc. So, sets are usually denoted by English capital letter A, B, C, D and so on. So, set always should write within the flower brackets and we should put comma between the elements. For example, set A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, here set should be written within the flower brackets and we should put comma between the elements. Now, we will solve some problems. They have given A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, B is equal to 2, 3, 5 and C is equal to 1, 4, 6. You have to find out A union B and union C. So here union means what? Union means combined. Set A and set B. You have to write with combined. Then what is intersection? intersection means you have to identify the common elements in the sets. So union means you should write combined, and intersection means you have to identify the common elements. So second one will be A union B intersection C, A intersection B union C, A intersection B intersection C, A minus B, B minus A minus B union C, and A minus B intersection C. We'll solve one by one. First is A union B union C. So, what is A? A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. B is equal to 2, 3, 5. C is equal to 1, 4, 6. So, A union B, combine set A combine with set B. So, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. A union B is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Then C is 1, 4, 6. 1, 4, 6. So, A union B union C. So, combine these two. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So, A union B union C is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Then, A union B intersection C. What is A union B here? A union B is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then C is 1, 4, 6. So, A union B intersection C. Common elements between these two sets. So, what are the common elements here? 1, 1, 4, 4. So, 1 and 4 are common elements between A union B and C. So, A union B intersection C is 1 and 4. Then, A intersection B union C. A intersection B. What are the common elements in set A and set B? So, common elements in set A and set B are 2 and 3. So, A intersection B is 2 and 3. Then C is equal to 1, 4, 6. So, A intersection B union C. A intersection B union C is combine these two. So, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 6. Then, A intersection B intersection C. A intersection B is 2 and 3. Common elements between set A and set B is 2 and 3. Then C is equal to 1, 4, 6. So, A intersection B intersection C. Is there any common elements here? A intersection B intersection C? No, there is no common elements. So, it is null set. Null set means a set having no elements, and it is also called empty set. Then A minus B. So, A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. Then B is equal to 2, 3, 5. So, here we are deducting B from A. So, we are deducting B from A. Deducting means we have to eliminate the common elements. So, 2, 2 common element, 3, 3 common element. So, what is remaining in A? Because we are deducting B from A. So, remaining in A is 1 and 4. So, A minus B is equal to 1 and 4. Then, B minus A. B is 2, 3, 5. A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. So, we have to eliminate the common elements. So, 2, 2 are common. 3, 3 are common. So, B minus A. B minus A means what is remaining in B? So, remaining in B is 5. So, B minus A is equal to 5. Then, A minus B union C. So first we will find out B union C. So B is 2, 3, 5, C is 1, 4, 6. Combine these two. So B union C is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Then A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. So A minus B union C. So we have to eliminate the common elements. 1, 1 get cancelled, 2, 2, 3, 3 and 4, 4. What is remaining in A? Because A minus B union C. So remaining in A is null set. So A minus B union C is null set. Then A minus B intersection C. So A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. B intersection C. Common elements in set B and C. Is there any common elements? No, there is no common element. So B intersection C is equal to null set. So we have to deduct it. Means nothing is there to deduct. So what is remaining in A? What is remaining in A? It is 1, 2, 3, 4. So A minus B intersection C is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. Next, we have laws in set theory. There are 4 important laws in set theory: commutative law, associative laws, distributive laws and De Morgan's law. So commutative laws state that A union B is equal to B union A. Then A intersection B is equal to B intersection A. So A union B is equal to B union A, and second is A intersection B is equal to B intersection A. Then associative laws. There are 2 associative laws. A union B union C is equal to A union B union C, and A intersection B intersection C is equal to A intersection B intersection C. Then distributive laws. A union B intersection C is equal to A union B intersection A union C. Then A intersection B union C is equal to A intersection B union A intersection C. Then De Morgan's laws are A union B whole dash. Whole dash means complement set. Complement set means what? See, universal set means all the elements are there. For example, U is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A is equal to 1, 2. B is equal to 3, 4. So, we have to find out A complement. A complement is equal to, so set A is equal to 1 and 2. So we have to compare with universal set. So 1, 1 get cancelled, 2, 2 get cancelled. So what is remaining in universal set is called complement of set A. So remaining is 3, 4, 5, 6. So if A is equal to 1 and 2, A complement is remaining in universal set, that is 3, 4, 5, 6. Then B is equal to 3, 4. What is B complement? B complement is, we have to eliminate the common element in universal set with set B. 3 and 4. 3 and 4 are common elements. So remaining in universal set is 1, 2, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 5, 6 are B complement. So De Morgan's law says that A union B whole complement is equal to A complement intersection B complement. Then A intersection B whole complement is equal to A complement union B complement. Then A minus B union C is equal to A minus B intersection A minus C. Then A minus B intersection C is equal to A minus B union A minus C. Next is, we have to prove the loss. Here they have given A is equal to 1, 2, 5, 7. Then B is equal to 1, 3, 6. C is equal to 2, 5, 6. Here we have to prove the commutative law and associative law. So what commutative laws is? A union B is equal to B union A. So we have to take LHS here. LHS is A union B. So take A union B as LHS. So A union B is combine set A with set B. So combine these two. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. So A union B is 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Then take RHS. B union A. RHS is B union A. So we have to combine set B with set A. We'll get same thing. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. So hence LHS is equal to RHS. It is proved. Then second one, A intersection B is equal to B intersection A. So take LHS. LHS is equal to A intersection B. A intersection B means common elements in set A and set B. Is there any common elements in set A and set B? Yes, 1. 1 is common element in set A and set B. So A intersection B is 1. Then what is B intersection A? B intersection A is also same, 1. So it is proved. LHS is equal to RHS. A intersection B is equal to B intersection A. Then what is associative laws? Associative laws are A union B union C is equal to A union B union C. Here take LHS A union B union C. So A is equal to 1, 2, 5 and 7. B union C we have to find out. Means we have to combine set B with set C. Set B is 1, 3, 6. C is 2, 5, 6. Combine these two. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. So B union C is equal to 1, 2, 3, 5 and 6. Then A union B union C. So A is 1, 2, 5, 7 union B union C. Combine these two sets. So 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. So A union B union C is 1, 2, 3, 5, 6 and 7. Then take RHS. RHS is A union B union C. So A is 1, 2, 5, 7. B is 1, 3, 6. So combine these two. A union B. A set A union set B. It is 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Then C is 2, 5, 6. So A union B union C. So A union B is 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. C is 2, 5, 6. Combined these two. So it is 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. So LHS is 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. RHS is 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Hence it is proved. LHS is equal to RHS. Then second associative law is A intersection B intersection C is equal to A intersection B intersection C. So take LHS first. A intersection B intersection C. So here A is 1, 2, 5, 7 and B intersection C So it is B intersection C. It is not A, B intersection A. It is B intersection C. So we have to identify the common element in set B and set C. So common element is 6. So B intersection C is 6. Then A intersection B intersection C is equal to, so A is 1, 2, 5, 7, intersection B intersection C is 6. Is there any common elements here? No, there is no common element. So A intersection B intersection C is null set. Then take RHS, A intersection B intersection C. So A intersection B. So common elements in set A and set B. Common element in set A and set B is 1. So A intersection B is 1 and C is equal to 2, 5, 6. So A intersection B intersection C. Is there any common elements here? No. So it is null set. Hence LHS is equal to RHS. It is proved. Next, we have another problem. Given U means universal set is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and A is equal to 2, 4, 5, 6 and B is equal to 1, 4, 5. Prove the De Morgan's law. So what De Morgan's laws are? What are the De Morgan's laws? A union B whole complement is equal to A complement intersection B complement. So take LHS here, A union B whole complement. So first we have to find out A union B, then compare with the universal set. What remains in the universal set is called A union B whole complement. So A is 2, 4, 5, 6, B is 1, 4, 5. So A union B is 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. Then we have to compare this with universal set. So 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. So what is remaining in universal set? 3. So A union B whole complement is 3. Then take RHS. RHS is A complement union B complement. So A is 2, 4, 5, 6. A is equal to 2, 4, 5, 6. What is U? Universal set is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have to find out A complement. A complement is 2, 2 will get cancelled, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6. So what is remaining in U? 1 and 3. So A complement is equal to 1 and 3. A complement is equal to 1 and 3. Then B complement. So B is equal to 1, 4, 6. U is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 1, 4, 4, 5, 5 will get cancelled. Remaining is 2, 3, 6. That is B complement. Then A complement is 1, 3, B complement is 2, 3, 6. So we have to identify the common elements, that is intersection. A intersection A complement intersection B complement is equal to 3. Common elements are, common element is 3. So A union B whole complement is equal to A complement intersection B complement. So LHS is 3, RHS is 3. Hence it is proved. Then second De Morgan's law is A intersection B whole complement is equal to A complement union B complement. First take LHS, A intersection B whole complement. So first we'll find out A intersection B. A is 2, 4, 5, 6. B is 1, 4, 5. So intersection common elements are 4 and 5. A intersection B is equal to 4 and 5. Then A intersection B whole complement. So U is equal to what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So A intersection B is 4 and 5. U is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 4, 5 are the common elements. So we have to cancel it. Remaining in universal set is A intersection B whole complement, that is 1, 2, 3 and 6. So A intersection B whole complement is 1, 2, 3 and 6. Then we'll take RHS. A complement union B complement. So A complement is 1 and 3. We have already solved it. So B complement is 2, 3, 6. So combine these two. Union, combine these two. A complement union B complement. It is 1, 2, 3 and 6. So LHS is 1, 2, 3 and 6 and RHS is also 1, 2, 3 and 6. So hence it is proved. Next one, A is equal to X such that X is an integer from 1 to 6. Here you have to write the sets. So what set A tells? A is equal to X such that X is an integer from 1 to 6. You have to write the sets here. Integer means 1 to 6 numbers. Write 1 to 6 numbers. So A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Then B is equal to X such that Y is an integer from 5 to 9. It is integer from 5 to 9. Right? 5 to 9 continuous numbers. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So B is equal to 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. Then C is equal to Z such that Z is an even numbers between. It is even numbers between 1 to 10. So we have to write even numbers between 1 to 10. Even numbers are 2, 4, 6, 8. Between 10 means we should not consider 10. Within 10 even numbers we have to consider. So C is equal to 2, 4, 6 and 8. Then we have to find out A union B union C, A intersection B union C, A intersection B intersection C, A union B intersection C, B minus A minus C and A minus B minus C. So A it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. B is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Set C is 2, 4, 6, 8. So first one A union B union C. So A union B is combine A and B. So it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then C is 2, 4, 6, 8. So combined these two. A union B union C. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. So A union B union C is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. Then second one A intersection B union C. So we'll find out A intersection B first, means common elements in set A and set B. Common elements in set A and set B are 5, 6. Is there any common elements? No. So 5 and 6 are common elements in set A and B, and C is 2, 4, 6, 8. So A intersection B union C. A intersection B union C. So we have to combine these two sets. It is 2, 4, 5, 6 and 8. Then A intersection B intersection C. A intersection B is equal to 5 and 6. Common elements between A and B is 5 and 6, and C is 2, 4, 6, 8. So A intersection B intersection C. Common elements between these two are 6. So A intersection B intersection C is 6. Then A union B intersection C. So we'll find out A union B first. Means A union B is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. C is 2, 4, 6, 8. So common elements between these two, A union B intersection C is 2, 4, 6 and 8. Then B minus A minus C. So first we will find out A minus C. So A minus C means A is equal to what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. C is equal to 2, 4, 6, 8. So eliminate the common elements. 2, 2, 4, 4, 6, 6. So what is remaining in A? So remaining in A is 1, 3, 5. So A minus C is 1, 3 and 5. Then we have to deduct A minus C from B. So B is equal to what? B is equal to 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So A minus C is 1, 3, 5. So B minus A minus C, we have to eliminate the common elements here. Is there any common elements? 1? No. 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 5 are common elements. 5, 5 are common elements. What is remaining in B? Remaining in B is 6, 7, 8, 9. So B minus A minus C is equal to 6, 7, 8, 9. Then A minus B minus C. A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. B minus C. Find out B minus C. It is 5, 7 and 9. So common elements eliminate here. A minus B minus C. So 5, 5 will get cancelled. So remaining in A, because it is A minus, remaining in A is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 6. So A minus B minus C is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 6. Next concept is Venn diagram. So Venn diagram and its applications. We'll solve problems here. So they will ask for 10 marks in your examination. Venn diagram comes for 10 marks. In a class, 35 students play cricket and 25 students play football and 10 play both cricket and football. So here you have to find out the strength of the class. So in a class, 35 students play cricket and 25 students play football and 10 students play both cricket and football. Here we have to find out the total strength of the class. Now let n of A, number of students play cricket, it is 35. Let n of A will consider number of students play cricket. Then n of B is number of students play football, it is 25. And number of students play both cricket and football, that is common. Common means intersection. So both play means intersection. A intersection B is equal to number of students play both cricket and football, that is 10. So here we have to find out total strength. Total means A union B. Then we have to construct the Venn diagram. Here this is cricket. Number of students play cricket and number of students play football. How many students play cricket? 35 students play cricket. Out of 35 students, 10 students play both cricket and football. So out of 35, 10 students play both cricket and football. So if we have to write here 10, means 10 students play both cricket and football. Then number of students play cricket is 35, right? So out of 35, 10 students play cricket and football. So 35 minus 10 is 25. So out of 35 students, 25 students play only cricket. 25 students play only cricket. That is, this is cricket. Then football. How many students play football? 25 students play football. Out of 25 students, 10 play both cricket and football. Out of 25 students, 10 play both cricket and football. So we have to deduct it. So 25 minus 10 is 15. So 15 students play only football. 15 students play only football. Now we have to find out the total strength. Total strength means N of A union B. A union B is equal to N of A plus N of B minus N of A intersection B. So N of A is 35. N of A is 35. So 35 plus N of B is 25 plus 25 minus N of A intersection B, that is 10. So N of A union B is equal to 50. There are 50 students in a class. Next, in a group of 40 players, 30 play cricket. 30 play cricket and 20 play both cricket and basketball. How many play basketball? How many play basketball? Here they have given total. Total is 40. Out of 40 students, 30 play cricket. So N of A is cricket, that is 30 play cricket. Then 20 play both. Both means intersection. A intersection B is 20. So N of A intersection B means both cricket and basketball, it is 20. Then we have to find out how many play basketball, that is N of B. How many play basketball? So here is the solution. This is cricket, this is basketball. So how many students play cricket? There are 30 students play cricket. So first we have to write combined. Both means it is 20. So this is basketball. So number of students play cricket is 30. Number of students play both cricket and basketball, how much? It is 20. So both, we should write 20 first here. Both. Then number of students play cricket is 30. Out of out of 30 students, 20 students play both cricket and basketball. So 30 minus 20 is 10. So how many students play cricket? It is 10. Then we have to find out how many students play basketball. So n of A union B is equal to n of A plus n of B minus n of A intersection B. So n of A union B, here they have given total. Total it is 40. That is A union B. 40 is equal to n of A is 30 and n of A intersection B is 20. So n of A is 30 plus we have to find out n of B, that is number of students play basketball, and minus A intersection B, that is 20. So take minus here. Minus n of B is equal to 30 minus 20. This 40 comes here, means it is minus 40. So minus n of B is equal to 30 minus 60, that is minus 30. Minus minus will get cancelled. N of B is equal to 30, means 30 students play basketball. Next, out of 160 students in a class, 39 play football, 45 play cricket and 58 play volleyball. Out of 160 students, means total strength is 160 students. Out of 160 students, 39 play football, 45 play cricket and 58 play volleyball. So 11 play both football and cricket and 9 play both football and volleyball, 13 play cricket and volleyball and 6 play all the 3 games. So here we have to find out how many students did not play any game. How many students did not play any game and how many play only one game. How many play only one game and how many play only 2 games and how many play only cricket. Yes, here they have given, let n of A is equal to number of students play football. So out of 160 students, 39 students play football, that is n of A. Then n of B, it is number of students play cricket. Number of students play cricket is 45 and number of students play volleyball is 58, that is n of C. Then number of students play football and cricket. Here football is A, cricket is B. So both means A intersection B. So A intersection B is equal to 11. Then number of students play football and volleyball. Football is A, volleyball is C. So both means intersection A intersection C is equal to 9. Then number of students play cricket, that is n of B, and number of students play volleyball, that is n of C. Both means B intersection C, it is 13. Then number of students play all the 3 games. All the 3 means A intersection B intersection C. So A intersection B intersection C is 6. Then we have to find out number of students who do not play any game. Do not means it is complement. Do not play any game, we have to find out. Total they have given, it is 160 students. Now we have to construct the Venn diagram. So this circle indicates football, this is cricket and this is volleyball. So football, cricket and volleyball. First we have to write all the 3 games. How many students play all the 3 games? See, 6 students play all the 3 games. So first we will write 6 here. 6 students play all the 3 games. Then 2 games. A intersection B. Play football and cricket. Football and cricket means A intersection B. This is A, this is B. So intersection means this area. So number of students play both football and cricket is, it is 11. Out of 11 students, 6 play all the 3 games, right? Out of 11, 6 play all the 3 games. So 11 minus 6 is 5. 5 students play football and cricket. Then number of students play football and volleyball. Football is A, volleyball is C. So combine these 2. So football and volleyball is, it is 9 students. So 9 students play football and volleyball, but 6 students play all the 3 games. So 9 minus 6 is 3. So 3 students play football and volleyball. Then number of students play cricket and volleyball. So there are 13 students play cricket and volleyball. Out of 13 students, 6 students play all the 3 games. So 13 minus 6 is 7. Now we'll see only one game. Number of students play football. Number of students play football, that is 39. 39 students play football. So out of 39 students, see here 5 students play both football and cricket. 6 students play all the 3 games and 3 students play football and volleyball. So out of 39, we have to deduct these 3. So 39 minus 5 minus 6 minus 3. So 39 minus 5 minus 6 and minus 3 is 25 students. Then 25 students play football. Next is number of students play cricket. Number of students play cricket. How many students play cricket? Total there are 45 students play cricket. Out of 45 students, 5 play both football and cricket, 6 play all the 3 games, 7 play cricket and volleyball. So we have to deduct 5, 6 and 7 from 45 students. So 45 minus 5 minus 6 minus 7 is 27. So 27 students play only cricket. Then number of students play volleyball. How many students play volleyball? It is 58 students. 58 students play volleyball. Out of 58 students, this is volleyball. Out of 58 students, 3 play both football and volleyball. So we will deduct 3. 6 play all the 3 games. We will deduct 6. And 7 play cricket and volleyball. So we will deduct 7. So out of 58 students, we have to deduct 3, 6 and 7. So it is 42 students. So 42 students play only volleyball. Next, our question is, how many students did not play any game? How many students did not play any game? So, n of A union B union C is equal to n of A plus n of B plus n of A intersection B minus n of A intersection B minus n of B intersection C plus n of A intersection B intersection C. So n of A union B is equal to means number of students play. Out of 160 students, how many will play? We have to find out first. So out of 160 student, A union B union C is number of student play. So n of A is 39, n of B is 45, n of C is 58. So 39 plus 45 plus 58 minus number of students play football and cricket, that is 11, minus number of students play football and volleyball, that is 9, number of students play cricket and volleyball, that is 13, and number of students play all the 3 games, that is 6. So 39 plus 45 plus 58 minus 11 minus 9 minus 13 plus 6, it is 115 students. Out of 160 students, 115 students play any games, either it is football or cricket or volleyball. Now the question is, how many students did not play any game? Here out of 160 students, 115 students play any games, but how many students did not play means this is total n of U. So n of A union B whole complement. Complement means did not play any game. So n of A union B union C whole complement is equal to n of U minus n of A union B union C. So n of A union B union C whole complement is equal to n of U is 160, n of A union B union C is equal to 115. So 45 students did not play any game. Next, how many play only one game? Here only one game means only football, only cricket, only volleyball. Here 25 students play only football, 27 students play only cricket, and 42 students play only volleyball. So how many students play only one game means it is 25 plus 27 plus 42. It is 94 students play any one game. Then third question is, how many students who play only 2 games? How many students who play only 2 games? 2 games means here 5, 3, 7. 5 students play both football and cricket. 7 students play both cricket and volleyball. 3 students play both volleyball and football. So how many students play any 2 game? It is 5 plus 7 plus 3. So 5 plus 7 plus 3, it is 15 students. 15 students play any 2 games. Next, last question is number of students who play only cricket. How many students play only cricket? So here only cricket is 27. So 27 students play only cricket. Next topic is Cartesian product. The Cartesian product of set A and set B is defined to the set of all ordered pair with first element. Next topic is Cartesian product of set. The Cartesian product of set A and set B is defined to the set of all ordered pair with first element in set A and second element in set B. The Cartesian product is denoted by A cross B. It is denoted by A cross B. We'll do one problem. A is equal to 1 and 2, B is equal to 3, 4. Find A into B and B into A. So A is 1 and 2, B is 3 and 4. In set A, first element is 1 and in set B, first element is 3. Cartesian product means 1, 3, 1, 4, 2, 3 and 2, 4. So A into B is 1, 3, 1, 4, 2, 3, 2, 4. Then B into A is 3, 1, 3, 2, 4, 1, 4, 2. This is called Cartesian product. We have another problem. If A is equal to 1, 4, B is equal to 2, 3, C is equal to 3, 5. Find A into B does not is equal to B into A, and A into B intersection B into C, and A into B union A into C. So A into B is equal to, A into B does not is equal to B into A. So A into B is 1, 2, 1, 3 and 4, 2, 4, 3. 1, 2, 1, 3, 4, 2, 4, 3. B into A is equal to 2, 1, 2, 4, 3, 1, 3, 4. So, is it equal? No, it is not equal. Hence, A into B does not is equal to B into A. Then, A into B intersection A into C. So A into B is 1, 2, 1, 3, 4, 2, 4, 3. A into C is 1, 3, 1, 5. Then 4, 3, 4, 5. So intersection A into B, intersection A into C. Is there any common elements here? Yes. 1, 3, 1, 3 are common elements and 4, 3, 4, 3 are common elements. So A into B intersection A into C is 1, 3 and 4, 3. Next, A into B union A into C. A into B is 1, 2, 1, 3, 4, 2, 4, 3. Then A into C is 1, 3, 1, 5, 4, 3, 4, 5. So union of these two sets are 1, 2, 1, 3, 4, 2, 4, 3 and 4, 5. Here 1, 5 is also there. 1, 5 and 4, 5. So this is all about your set theory. So set theory will comes for 25 to 30 marks in your examination. So we have solved important problems for examination point of view. So all the very best. Do practice and thank you.